My name is Possehl, President of Undergraduate Student Government at Tempe for next year. There's been a lot of talk about experience and what experience really is. And although experience in USG is important, absolutely, I've been there for 2 years. Nick Vandenhoff, my Vice President of Policy, has been in USG for 2 years. There's a lot more that plays into what makes a good candidate. Our mantra is students first. Most mornings we got up probably somewhere around 6 a.m. You know, every day you have to shower, you gotta get to your hair, you gotta do a full face of makeup, and then, you know, your feet are so sore because you've been in, for the boys obviously dress shoes, but I was in heels almost every day, all day. So having to put the heels back on and the skirt and the t-shirt, everybody was sick of the green t-shirt by the end. So I think that was something that worked to our benefit, is that we had a really consistent image on campus. So people really started recognizing us on a daily basis, which I think made them realize how often we were there, interacting with students, talking to people, which worked to our benefit. Our platform started with just discussions with students, talking and asking what they want to see on campus. And the overwhelming response that we got was student health care on campus, which is something that we've talked about and have a plan to extend it from 6 days a week to 7 days a week. We found an easy way to make it feasible for the administration to help students out with free printing on Tempe campus. Other ideas such as Spirit, Pride, and Tradition, we're going to tackle a new game day experience, which we're really excited about. And then policy department, we are very passionate about student advocacy.
Cash is like one of the sweetest people I know, if not the most kind-hearted, well-spirited person in the world. She has the best characteristics out of anybody I've ever met. She's so selfless. She doesn't even realize how selfless she is. She's willing to give everybody the shirt off their back and as much time in the day as there possibly is. She schedules like 36 hours worth of work in a 24-hour day, and she wonders why she doesn't have time to sleep at night. But you know, it's how she is. She's just always giving, always generous. She will bring a smile to anybody's face just by coming and helping out. You know, she wants to give the world everything she has, and that's what really just makes her Cass.
It's been very difficult to figure out how do we reach the most we can possibly reach, and what we've really done is gone to the engaged students on campus in the clubs and organizations, reached out to them on an individual level as well as in the organization, asked them to reach out for us, which actually has sort of turned into the most inspirational part of all of this, which is that when students really buy into what we have to give and really, you know, find what we're trying to do very exciting, what we have found is that they will go and take our message far, far farther than we can take it. We could have taken it. So that's been a wonderful piece of this whole experience. You know, it's hard, but it's also turned into like a very inspirational piece that sort of kept us going for the last 3 weeks. I had the wonderful opportunity of receiving the 2013-2014 Outstanding Student Leader Award, which is for all of the undergraduate students at ASU. Receiving the award was a really wonderful thing to happen because it was just a few days after they announced the runoff. I was in the right place.
We got close more and more every single day, because as the days went on, we spent more and more hours together. So in the beginning, we would spend probably about like 5 or 6 hours together, and then towards the end, it was literally around the clock. The only time we wouldn't be with each other is probably 2 or 3 hours when we slept at night, and even if that. Some nights, a lot of the nights we did all-nighters. Cass has to have her beauty sleep. She has to, she gets a little grouchy, but she needs 2 hours and then she's like back and rolling. But then you have like Brian, who can pull all-nighters. So it's like throughout this whole entire campaign, I got to know exactly like when they were stressed, when they were, you know, like, okay, they need to go to sleep, okay, they need to go talk to this person, you know, like they need to hang out with this person in order, you know, to get back on the right track. And so it was the best experience, and we remain really good friends even after this. I'm so happy I met them. They're leaders on this campus, and I never thought that a group of 4 people could get so close in 5 weeks.
Your 2014-2015 USG executive team, the Cassidy Possehl.
I didn't even hear, I think she announced Salerno and Vandenhoff after that, and I didn't even hear that. We were all at that point jumping, screaming. My whole team was immediately collapsing on each other, and thank goodness the boys were there because they basically held me up.
Right then and there I knew like she was the perfect fit to be Arizona State University Undergraduate Student Government President because she wants what's best for everyone else and she doesn't care about herself. She'll go to the end of the earth for anyone. She'll do whatever she can to make someone happy. And I've never respected and I've never looked up to someone so much in my life than I do Cass. And Cass is the same age as me and I consider her to be someone that will always be one of my idols. She is the most educated person and it's crazy how much knowledge she has. I don't think I'll ever meet anyone like her again. She is honestly one of a kind and Arizona State's so lucky to have her.